As a First Nations student, I grew up in a white education system. I was never really on reserve except for my final year. One of the biggest things about my education I found was we never learned about residential schools. You know, social studies classes in high school, we learned about John A. Macdonald and how great he was, how he was an awesome leader. We never learned about our own leaders as First Nations people, Chief Poundmaker, Big Bear. We never learned about these people, real leaders. It was after high school and the education I received in high school when I went up to my post-secondary and I learned about what John A. Macdonald did to our people, my people. I felt ashamed for learning growing up in a system that taught me this guy was a hero of Canada. When, you know, it's coming out right now that he starved us and there was experiments done to starve the children and he started the residential schools. So my education, I definitely wish there would have been more history about my people, because our people founded Canada with your people. And we did this together, and so far in our education system we learn about one side of the story and we just put the other side to the side. So,
well, you know, the education I received was, you know, they tried their best, you know, and in some areas, yes, it was lacking. But, you know, overall, I did receive that education and I was able to pursue even further beyond, you know, grade 12. I went to university, you know, and I really loved the education that I received, you know, because there was a balance. But also, you know, it was lacking in some areas. You know, the cultural teachings weren't there. You know, there wasn't a cultural sensitivity.
I was able to go to school in my community, but I chose not to, and so I went to a school that was 45 minutes away. So now I think if it to be different, I would have more programs for First Nations people and to have language incorporated into the system. But I can see now with younger brothers that is happening right now. So I had a brother who just graduated and had the opportunity to learn Mi'kmaq when he was in school, and but when I was in high school there were programs for Aboriginal people, but there were programs for Aboriginal people who needed help. So it would be people that were failing or that weren't going to school so much, so there wasn't really much that you could do for the people like myself who were succeeding in school. So we felt left out, I suppose. So we were kind of in a community of non-Aboriginal people, and where there was these helps in place, but it wasn't necessarily for the people that were succeeding in school.